I like to think, Keith, the Monday traditions are like Patriots win. Are you ready? I think that's part of everybody's routine on a Monday.
Surprise question.
Surprise question.
It's all part of it now.
And then you get the peek inside the locker room there with Mike Vrabel. Is one clap.
Yeah, one clap.
Booty clap.
Love it.
Pop tutty.
Yep. Pop tutty.
So like all of that.
Booty, 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 booty.
I was just going to say, my favorite thing now is like hearing the player's reaction to what he says.
So love it.
The one that jumps out still, after they beat Miami week 18, and Vrabel's like, highest completion percentage in franchise history, and they're all like,
wait a minute, what?
Higher than Brady. And like you can like hear it in the room.
Yeah.
And you just hear it there, like when they were just waiting for the Keyshawn booty. He's like, guys, hang on.
Hold on, I'll get there.
I'm not even at the booty clap yet. And so, no, that's been fun. Watching Vrabel run around, hugging people after the game. Pop tutty, the whole thing.
Pop tutty.
The whole thing.
Strawberry cream ale for everybody in that locker room. Spreading it around. Excellent. I mean, Vrabel postgame's great. We've talked about it all year, how the players respond and listen to Vrabel. They like echo what Vrabel says throughout the year. Like it is a very, very, very tight-knit group.
Real quick, let's go to Ralph in Cranston. Then we'll hear some of Mike Vrabel this morning. He gave a good answer on Jarrett Stidham, who you'll be facing in the AFC title game. Ralph, go ahead.
Good morning, guys. Look, Vrabel's a great leader. I wouldn't say so far, anyway, he's the greatest X and O coach. He makes these guys give 110%. Receivers get a big, once again, I've been raving about this. We saw the difference yesterday. You saw the look in their quarterback's eyes when these guys would drop these balls. This doesn't happen with New England. It hasn't happened at all. And, of course, Booty's catch was great. But going forward, it certainly seems like if they can protect May against Denver, this is going to be easy. I really think it is. I think it's a 2-touchdown win. If they can protect him, let's face it, they don't have their quarterback. But even if they did, protecting May is going to be the most important thing. They come after you. Even their back, even the linebackers, they love to hit you hard. They love to rattle you. If they can protect May, guys, I see this as a very easy win there in the Super Bowl.
Okay, but that's a big if.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
I know he said if they protect May, it will be easy, but I don't think it's going to be easy. And what's your confidence level they're going to protect May?
Zero. Some play, sure. I mean, he's gonna have some opportunity, but no, I'm not there yet. I'm still looking at the win over the Texans before I get ahead to the Broncos. But that was an area of concern going into yesterday's game, and they did nothing in that game to make me think like, oh, they're all set. Now you could say, hey, May's still capable of making big plays, even with the defense like right in his face. The receivers are capable of making plays, even with really good defense. Like that, to me, is the biggest positive, right? The defense is awesome, so that also too. But you know that the next week you're going to be going up against a defense that is equally as good. And the fact that you had 3 passing touchdowns, three different receivers made like these highlight reel plays, catching contested balls, like I feel good about that. Right? It wasn't all Marcus Jones touchdowns to win the game. That helped. That was a huge part of the game. But they were able to move the ball and score against a great, great defense. So that is a good takeaway.
Okay, so I'm looking this up. The Broncos finished the year with 68 sacks regular season.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're insane.
Next up were the Falcons and the Browns. So you played both those teams.
Yeah, you helped there with totals.
Drake May got sacked 6 times against the Browns. Against the Falcons, he got sacked 6 times.
Yeah. So my guess would be 6 times.
Yeah, I would
He got sacked 5 times yesterday.
I was going to say, in the playoffs, he got sacked 5 times against the Chargers and 5 times yesterday, correct? So, like, you're talking 5 or 6. They're not going to protect him. They're not.
No.
And we said this last week. Will Campbell looks like, and maybe it's because he's coming back from an injury, or maybe it's because he's a rookie, or maybe it's because he has short arms and he's going against better pass rushers and better defenses. And, the Chargers make $300 million on the D-line, and, boy, those guys are really talented on the other side. He was back to it yesterday, complimenting the guys on the other side, like, hey, those guys get paid to play professional football too. No, I get it. But he looks like a liability right now. And, okay, fine. If they protect Drake May, would it be easy? Maybe. I wouldn't even go that far. How on earth do you expect them to protect Drake May? They haven't against pass rushes like this, and they've never even gone against a pass rush like this.
Are they going to be able to do enough, I guess would be my question. It's not going to be a clean game.
Look,
no chance.
I'm picking them to win. I'm not telling you they're going to lose.
No,
but I also am not telling you they're going to keep Drake May upright and not have him get hit and not have him get sacked.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I wouldn't do
that. It hasn't
that.
happened yet.
The reason I'm picking him, though, is it's Jarrett Stidham on the other side.
He is waiting there.
And I don't care.
The New England Patriots love Jarrett Stidham.
That's true. That is true.
I don't care if that's simpleton analysis or not. It's you can't lose this game. It's in Denver. You cannot lose to Jarrett Stidham.
House of Horrors, though.
It is.
Even Tom Brady couldn't always win in Denver.
No, in the playoffs.
In fact, in the playoffs, he would lose.
In the playoffs, he did not. They're 0-2 lifetime in the playoffs. They're only at Denver. Their only playoff win against the Broncos in franchise history was Tebow.
They beat Tebow.
That's it.
Take that, Tebow.
I had 4 losses, 1 win. The only one was
and
Tebow.
that was here.
That was here.
Right,
Correct.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
not in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Vrabel joins the Greg Hill Show every Patriots Monday throughout the year. He's brought to you by Northeastern Savings Bank, the leading financial option for New England businesses and the families that power them. At Northeastern Savings Bank, you can upgrade to local. Remember DIF FDIC. He was asked today about Jarrett Stidham, now quarterbacking the Denver Broncos in the AFC title game.
How much does it change your approach, given Stidham in there for Bo Nix, who's done for the year? Do you rely on any of the coaches here that had coached him when he was here?
He hasn't thrown a pass since 2023, so we'll have to kind of figure out. I'm sure that, again, I like Jarrett. I know that, we did a lot of work on him in the offseason here, free agency, and, Josh has coached him. He's probably, ready to go, obviously preparing as a starter each and every week and really early in the preparation. Not sure how much things will change based on the quarterback in there or what they're asking him to do. And, we'll just have to, get started here today. And, they got an extra day on us to get going with this prepreration.
Okay. So you mentioned Jarrett Stidham hasn't thrown a pass in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I think he came in for a kneel down this year, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years.
Yeah, it was wild how much Jarrett Stidham talk we did during the 2020 year, right? I mean, that was first of all, it was a tough time for sports, right? There wasn't a whole lot going on.
You thought he was like the hand-picked successor to Tom Brady.
Well, Tom Brady was with the Bucs, and the Patriots didn't have anybody else. And you were like, all right, well, they drafted him in the 4th round, which I think that's where we got that great clip from Wiggy being like, what does a 4th-round pick tells you? It tells you he's a 4th-round pick. It's like, so it's like, but it was one where you couldn't really tell. Like, does that mean they really believe in him? It's like more than like a dart throw, but it's less than like a full commitment.
Right.
And we're going back and forth, back and forth. It's like Hoyer or Stidham. You're like, they can't really start the year this way, can they? But it was like months of Jarrett Stidham talk around here. And then they signed Cam Newton. Cam Newton starts the entire year. There's one game he's out with COVID, and that's actually a Hoyer game. So with all the Stidham talk, he actually never started a game in New England, was on the roster for, 2-3 seasons. Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator for 2 of those years. And then McDaniels takes him to Vegas, and 2 of his 4 career starts are with McDaniels and the Raiders. So if anybody knows anything about him, it would obviously be Josh McDaniels.
And Vrabel just said, we did some work on him this offseason.
And we chose Josh Dobbs.
There was interest, and they chose Josh Dobbs. Jarrett Stidham's last pass attempt came on January 7th, 2024, so the end of the 2023 season. When the AFC title game kicks off, Keith, it will be 749 days since his last attempt. That would be more than double the longest span between pass attempts for a quarterback starting a playoff game since 1950. The current longest is 370 days for Joe Webb, who apparently started a playoff game in 2012. So
Joe Webb,
apparently. So there you go.
Madam Webb.
That's what the Patriots. No excuse, like none. And it's been a
Did you see Nick Foles' tweet?
Yes.
So Nick Foles had that tweet, right, where he's like, "Hey guys, don't worry, they're bad against backup quarterbacks," which is a good tweet. Whatever, good one. The difference there would be. You just mentioned all these stats. We haven't seen Jarrett Stidham in a live game in
Foles
years.
Started like 2 or 3 games down the stretch. He won playoff games.
He played in 7 and started the final 3, and obviously played in the divisional round and the conference championship, and was a starter for many years prior to that. So it is apples to oranges. I get his point. Like, hey, it's a backup, and that's what they got to be thinking. But we had seen a ton of games from him, including that season.
Well, and they just won a bunch of playoff games to get to that
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
they'd seen him.
I don't know. This is way different.
Way different.
They're already getting after these quarterbacks. Stroud yesterday, Herbert the week before. I think Stidham's taken 13 sacks and 4 career starts. I was looking that up before the game. So
they're going to be all over him.
I can't imagine that's going to be easy, but no excuses on this. It's been a great season. It's a successful year no matter what.
What a season.
You can't lose to Jarrett Stidham.
No.
Like you can't.
Not
in the AFC title game. You can't do that.
No.
617-779-7937. We'll get to your phone calls. We're going to talk to Christian Ellis coming up. Is this Patriots defense disrespected? It seems they feel that way. Agree or disagree?
Yes!
They're certainly playing at a ridiculously high level through 2 weeks in the postseason. Plus, how wide open is the path with Stidham and then a looming team in the NFC potentially in the Super Bowl just a few weeks from now? We'll get to that next.